If you look at the American education system today, it looks like what it looked like in 1900. We were an agrarian society transforming into an industrial society. And what we needed at that time were lots of workers with basic skills and basic knowledge. The problem is we haven't adjusted or changed or upgraded that system as society has dramatically transformed.
Do you know how to collaborate? Do you know how to communicate? Do you know how to present? Do you know how to look at things in a critical way where you can take the real complex and make it simple? Those are real needed skills, and that's really where the demand is going to be in the future for jobs.
If we don't have the skilled workers, corporations are going to go where they have to go to get that skilled work.
The public education system really is the core mechanism that we have to deliver the skills and knowledge that kids will need to be successful in work and civic life. We're deceiving ourselves about where our education system is right now because we're looking at the wrong measures. When we begin to measure the right things, the U.S. is just not doing that well. The Program for International Student Assessment tests critical thinking in math, science, and in reading, and the U.S. does very poorly against that measure. During the last round of PISA assessments, we came in at 31 in math, a little bit higher in science and reading, but nowhere near the top performers in the world.
When I walk into classrooms today, I see too many students who are turned off. They're not excited. They don't see the relevance. When I go into other classrooms where they've begun to make this transition to deeper learning, the students have taken responsibility for their learning. They want to show you what they're doing. They know what they have to do to get to the next level, and they're motivated to get there.
The core goal of deeper learning reform is really to set a more ambitious set of goals for students that better match what we need for the global economy. These skills include the ability to think critically and solve complex problems, to work well in teams, to communicate effectively, to learn how to learn, all applied to the mastery of rigorous academic content.
The first element about deeper learning that is critical is that we change the curriculum. Students are going to have to engage in different kinds of activities that show that they can take what they know, apply it to a situation, produce a result, and defend that result as a product of their own experience. We're going to have to change our assessments to measure against these kinds of new expectations that we have for the students. Our teachers, they get excited, but then they're very quick to come back and say, I need help. So we're going to have to change our professional development processes so that our teachers are ready to move into interactions with students. When teachers see that moment when a student understands the world differently, the light goes on. That's what they're in this business to do.
If we don't change our course in education, we're doomed to mediocrity. And as long as I've been around, that's never been a trait of the United States to be mediocre.
I've been in schools all over this country that are beating the odds. Curriculum is being developed. New assessments are actually underway. They've planted their flags in these very poor communities with kids that don't often have the chance to actually be successful, and they've turned them around. There are schools where the college going rate's nearly 100% in a community where the average is far lower than that.
We made a promise to our children that we would prepare them for the future. They're wide-eyed, they're excited, they think they can do anything. And the truth is they can, if only we as adults provide the support to make that happen.